Jode. Joda. 14. 14. 14. Day 14. Yes, we are in day 14. Today's feels like a long, busy one. Well, I keep saying that every day. I know, every day feels, but it must be that mess. Must be me. Just tired. We had the Votran Paratransit public hearing, which is the TDLCB? D? Eesh. Too many letters, I promise. It's just too many letters. But the Transportation Disadvantage Board met, and then you also had people that were more driven by the ADA compliance of things, so the Americans with Disabilities Act, and the fundings that offer from the Americans with Disabilities Act for people to get transportation in their locale. So for us, for me particularly, I'm in the Volusia County area, so you know what, guys? I'm sorry. I'm gonna just try to start. I need to stop saying so much. I keep hearing it. Anyway, going back to this, is a wonderful board meeting. We had people from.
Volume down.
Let's see. Where did we have people from? We had them from. Well, let me give you some of the names that I remember, at least one or two. So Matt Reinhardt, shout out to you if you're watching. Maybe you're watching later. And as well as Miss Bobby King. And Miss Dawn. I don't recall the complete name. I remember Miss Michelle. Miss Lauren that was at the building. Just a few names just to kind of throw out. Not really throwing out last names per se. But then on my crew. Yeah, my crew. I call it my crew. The blind crew, so to speak. It's not the blind crew, but man, it's my wonderful crew of folks that I get to learn from. And Miss Mary and Mr. Doug and John. Thank you for what you guys do and for showing up in that essence. And then even Steve. He showed up for his representation and quite an interesting bits of learning that was found as we were going through the meeting. And of course, we have our good friend Scott Larson, who was actually, as I said, already on the show before. So if you haven't watched it, go check out last year's stuff. There's an episode in there with Scott. The audio isn't the best, so sorry. I'm trying my best to learn to get it tightened up, especially at conferences. But it's a one-man show, one-man band, as they say. So I will try better, promise. Anyway, we did learn a few different things, like for one, TD, if you're transportation disadvantage out here in the Volusia County area, you can have Uber as a mode of transportation up to 15 miles, but you have to opt into that program. I feel it's honestly really, really great of a program, and if I may voice it, and I'm going to voice it here right now, could we have this for ADA, please? Because for one, for ambulatory passengers, clients, we can multitask by just using the app and make our life so much more easier. We could go do grocery shopping and you don't have to worry about us. We don't have to clog up the pipelines, as they say. And Uber, since you're in the game of this, I mean, think about it. How else can we all work together? Lyft, I'm calling you out too while you're at it. You're in America, okay? I'm calling both you guys out. Maybe you watch this because it's all about accessibility, and this is what I talk about. I like to advocate, but yet I also may talk about different tools and things, and later on I might talk about a couple things at CES that were really intriguing. But hang on with that, okay? Just hang on. I'm getting to it really quick. Can I get done with this? Just please hang on a few minutes, okay? It won't be that long. I'm tired, okay? So, yeah. Today with Transportation Board was really interesting. So I got there about 9:30. And why did I get there? Well, why did I even go? I care about my transportation, honestly. And I care about how to advocate for my peers or my community out here. Maybe we could help each other out by saying, hey, Transportation Board, is there something that I could take initiative in and maybe help you here? Because maybe there's a misunderstanding. Or maybe it's the other way around. Hey, transportation board, you need to really look at this. This is not right. We need to reconsider, and how can we fix it? So being why did I go? That is the biggest reason. Well, what did we talk about mainly? Well, some of the places here are going to get rid of some of the places that's so vague. Let me get back to that. Some of our bus stops, especially on the beach side or east side of the county, or as they say, are going to be removed. And even the night routes are going to be dismantled, so to speak. However, there might be some opportunity. And again, for transportation like Uber or Lyft, to know that there might be some monies or pipeline that we could both share. People would have a job, equilibrium of it. Safety comes first, obviously. But knowing how to kind of work together and learn about a couple different safety features, perhaps, or hey, may I lend you an elbow? That could be a common thing Uber could just teach everybody. And hey, can we stop? Can we stop with the guide dog denials? I'm coming at you right there. Not trying to be rude about it. I do not have a guide dog, but that makes me think twice, right? That, hey, if I have a guide dog, will I get the same crazy treatment that my peers and my friends, my really good friends are getting? The really smart people that were at this meeting today. I mean, there's beautiful pups there, as we call them. But the point being is they're their tools. Each individual has their guide dog as a tool. We talked about the Lumen glasses the other day, 2 days ago. Check it out if you haven't. Rewind the tape. It's in the real playlist. Everything is in the playlist. So 14 videos so far, or 15 or something. Anyway, go check the playlist. And as I'm saying is, we can definitely work together to make this world a better place. That's so generic. What you mean? Yeah, it's generic, but think about what the process of where we come in as blind individuals. We can help make other people's lives easier if we know how to act upon it. Not that we need to make anyone late, but if you haven't, July might be another meeting, I believe. I'll have to do the research then, closer to then. Maybe it would be a good idea even to ask or see what the considerations are to join the board. Because again, I do care about giving you adequate information promptly. If you were absent and such, that's kind of the brunt of it. We did have it, like I said, 3 meetings it felt like, or QC something, which was really, really short. It got adjourned quickly. Just brought up a couple things, safety and mannerisms like that. Other folks had pretty much brought up even the app. The app should have the white cane as one of the top priority items to pick. Because obviously we're the ones that we can't see, so please bring it to make it easier. Why is it down in the box? Like, let me open here, let me go here. No. Put it at the top. Let me just go right here. Okay, I'll talk right here because I know where it's at. So I really would suggest, highly recommend it. I know you could do it, but you guys did wonderful on both ends. One, people that showed up. Thank you for coming. Because it's not that we're complaining, but we just want to voice our thoughts, positive or negative. And some people had really positive thoughts. So I was really glad to hear the different perspectives. I was glad to understand where everybody stands as far as how monies work with transportation and such. And it's unfortunate if they, let's say, have to spend money out of their pocket, they lose money. One huge takeaway. They lose money for that. And so federal monies or state dollars and what have you, I know makes an impact. But again, go to these type of meetings if they really impact you. You may find out a better course of action. Maybe I could reach out and maybe you put a comment down there after you watch this and say, hey, you know what? In our state, we do it like this. And I might have a better alternative to give people. So I really would appreciate that if that's the offerings that you have. Aside from that, let's jump into something fun. Okay, let's move on to this. You know, whatever. Honk honk. We're done with the buses. uh, where did we go? Where did we go? Let's go back to CES. But I mentioned yesterday I was on a show with Office Hours Global, and Mandy had brought up Office Freedom Scientific, aka the makers of the Zoom Text Fusion and JAWS application, Job Access with Speech. There are some interesting AI-driven tools. Obviously, AI is getting the steam of things, but seriously, there's a lot of cool tools like hitting Alt Shift E when you're on a website specifically will scan and let you know what the website's about, meaning like what kind of layout it has, things of that nature. I will make another video maybe tomorrow and really get down and show you this. Today I'm a little tired, so I'm not doing a screen share, and tomorrow maybe I could iron out some screen share faux pas with Zoom, where it showed up the gray screen. Maybe I'll have to use some other intertwined tools to do the do. Anyhow, so Zoom Text Fusion and JAWS have this feature available to, well, at least Zoom Text Fusion does, and JAWS does, to have these features with AI. And then you also have FS Companion. What it's leveraging is it's leveraging a couple different things. One, the different accounts. So Claude, ChatGPT, and even as well as Gemini. So what does that mean to you? What it means to you is you have choice of where it could use different tools from those boxes and still give you a nice, awesome, clean answer of whatever you're trying to seek, right? That query. Secondly, they have now with Sparrow make you have an account. Well, what's the reason of making an account? The main reason is that AI specifically is driven behind in the back end. So they could have tokens or tickets and stuff given to those individuals. So people that are using the tools have those tools to interact, especially FS Companion things, because it's querying, right? It's using tokens essentially. And so cool things there. Another bit, Google Gemini. Yeah, I love you, Gemini. You're cool, man. Like you, cool. I'm sorry. No, Gemini. Google Gemini has been good to me lately, but even the personalization stuff, it's incredible because you could actually turn it on by going to your profile, tapping on your profile, and there's a personalization section there, and it'll turn on all those other apps and intertwine. So it has gotten really, really powerful, especially for work and productivity. And having said that, Freedom Scientific has these tools just like that with the FS Companion. It's a companion tool that it's to make it easier for productivity. So they intertwine to each other. You have some Gemini quirks in there and some ChatGPT things in there, and mixing sauce, a little pepper, a little salt. As it's mixed up, you get a better, vast way of exploring what this artificial intelligent, aka AI, is. The other piece, there's something really, really cool. But anybody into sports? Score. Or football, right? Sorry, I was trying to shoot a basketball here. But I used to play a lot when I was younger. Allen Iverson, you're true, man. It was so funny what his name is, but I don't want to make the fun of the name, but okay, Bubba Chuck. Okay, I'll just say to my family, hey, family, do y'all remember anything when mom or anybody said Bubba Chuck? Anyway, if you know what I mean, then we'll talk about it or comment if you want to. Anyway, it's interesting with the different tools that I've come across. We had Dave Troutman show pictures because, again, he had a better way of showing the pictures that I couldn't see during the Office Hours Global Show of the Cadence tablet, the Cadence Tactile tablet, made by GoTouchable. So gotouchable.com. I'll put that stuff in it. I'll put the information in the description. Excuse me, and they will be at ASIA, Assistive Technology Industry Association, which it will be the 28th, 29th, 30th, or 31st ish. That Thursday to Saturday. I have to check the date. I hadn't checked the date. I know I could ask the speaker, but again, I'll check the date. It's that Thursday through Saturday at least. And so considering to go check it out, see if I can at least find a way there. Transportation, I need transportation there, but we'll find a way there, hopefully. And the reason why I bring that up is today I'm sitting there and I'm like, I need something fresh for my people. My people need something fresh. What do I got fresh? OneCourt. OneCourt. All rise. No, not that court. Well, I did rise for the Pledge of Allegiance 3 times, which is fun. It's always fun to sing the Pledge of Allegiance and national anthems and such. So, well, it also takes me back to high school when we used to march it and actually play Star Spangled Banner on the football field, and just that feeling of the thunder that we made of all the instruments. So, anyway, what was I getting at is OneCourt. OneCourt.io. If you check out OneCourt.io, you can find out more about it. But like Portland Trailblazers, Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns, those are the 3 that I recall reading upon at least that had this said device. And it's a little tablet-like device where you could feel and actually feel the play, whatever's dribbling and whatever's happening and all of those components. So I find it really, 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 really fascinating, especially in Daytona Beach here. We have the Rolex 24 race next weekend, 23, 24, 25 of the month. So during the Indy 500 in Indianapolis, obviously, they had the race actually on the Cadence tablet. So you could actually feel the cars and touch a car and feel and say, okay, I want to know more information about that driver. They had all that information there. Matter of fact, I'll try to find that link and post it so you can watch it in the description, or maybe I'll leave a comment so that way you could go ahead and check that out. But it was incredible because it's like, wait, blind people could now feel the sport. And then they could hear it. And funny thing is, they were faster than the announcers. So for OneCourt, again, I see collaborations everywhere. I just paint walls, paint it this color, paint it over there, paint it, collab it. No, sorry. I see so many collaborations happening. And this might just be another one. Check it out, guys. Cadence guys. Dave, Joe. Might be up your alley. Alley hoop. Oh, sorry. I had to do that. Anyway, OneCourt.io, go check it out. It's a little device that gives you tactile feedback to watch sports. And certain sports teams and such have brought it to fruition. So let's see what happens even for the Cadence tablet. Maybe they have some ideas down the pike, right? As I said, Asia, 28th, 29th-ish at in Orlando. So if you look up ATIA 2026, information will be linked below. You'll be able to get details if you really want to drop by or check out the expo hall potentially. All right, so I think that wraps for this day. It's been a long day. I don't know if I've learned much after that. It's good to hear from friends, and again, I'm glad that some of my friends have made it out of the hospital, and hopefully they'll be back on the mend in no time. So prayers are out to you and your family. That's not only for you, friend. It's for all the friends, okay, friend? No, I'm kidding. It's for everyone. seriously, because even on the ham radio stuff we were talking, and there were some people that were asking for prayers. So for those who need it, prayers go out to you. And let's see how this month turns out. It's a really interesting one. I want to keep bringing you great content. And if there's other things you think I could adjust to, maybe I could add a couple more lights in the back, in the front, in the side. Now slide. Now slide. No, I'm sorry. No, I just got carried away. But if I could do anything to improve your life, to make it better, if I could go learn some more information, I will go potentially learn more about ALS because of friends in our community. And people like it that I met today at the meetings, they showed up because they cared. And they cared about not themselves, they cared about everyone around them to have proper transportation. And I cared just as much for the employees that work there and my friends that might be similar to me with having vision loss or other disabilities. So with that, I leave you all. Take care. Namaste. Aujo. And we'll meet up again tomorrow. Cheers.